Alright, there we go. Hello family of friends and welcome to the first TSG4 training stream. Number one, hopefully this will become a weekly thing, and I will be showing off replays. This is one I did last week in the T-61. Now this will actually give a really good overview of the advantages and disadvantages of German destroyers, as well as, stroking my own ego a bit. But let's begin. As you can see, the matchmaking is horrendous. They have lots of cruisers, lots of Tier 8 battleships, and M-bomb at Tier 1. That ain't great. And now, if we look around, this is shards. The rule about shards is don't go into C. C is bad. Very bad. You want to go B and A, or on the other side you want to go C and B, because there's no cover right here, as my allies will soon figure out. So, I'm going towards A because I am smart. We got plenty of cover over here, and I'm a DD. And behind me, you'll see that we have the Helena and the Miyoko coming with me, which is great. That means any DDs that come over here will be absolutely ripped apart. Now that would be good, if DDs were coming over here. And you'll see in a minute that they aren't. Let's go ahead and speed it up a little bit. Now for the rest of the team, you can see they're all going C. No. That is a terrible idea. There's no cover right here, and they can all shoot from over here and get me a crossfire. Alright, so we see a Pensacola. He is going that way. So he's not really trying to go for the cap, so I'm not going to worry about him. I'm just going to sit here and get my cap points and hopefully try and undo the screw-up lemming train, which is these things. Hopefully, these two, fortunately, are doing the right thing and they're going for B. Which is a bit strange. Usually, one goes over there and dies. So, that's nice. Alright, they have an Amagi over there, and they have a Gallant right there, and he just disappeared. And there's our first target, the Fiji. I don't want to attack the Fiji directly. Fiji has very, very quick fuse, or really short fuses on their AP shells, and they murder the hell out of destroyers. So that's why I'm not firing, and he's going to be out of range before I can actually hit him with torps, so I'm not going to worry about him. And if we look on here, the Miyoko and the Helena are almost there with me. So that's good, I'll have some support soon, and then maybe I can start thinking about taking on that Fiji. The Amagi's still coming in, so we have to worry about him. And of course over here you see that they have taken C. As I said they would. There's plenty of cover right there, and these guys are all going to die. Sorry, spoiler alert. So we have two Amagis up here. That is not great. Amagis have lots of guns, their shells fly very fast, and even if they have AP, it can still cause quite a bit of damage to destroyers. So I'm going up slowly to see if there's any cruisers around here. Notice I'm turning right here. And now that my cruisers are right there, and they've started firing, I decided to put down some smoke for them. Now this is DD Support 101. You give smoke to your cruisers, they can shoot things with impunity, you stay out of the smoke so they can actually see what they're aiming at. Now the problem with the German smoke, though, is that it has a very short duration. It's the shortest duration in the game, well, so far. The Royal Navy might have the same or less. So I dropped some torps in it, the Amagi. Notice how I didn't fire at the gray line. I fired slightly to the left of the gray line because he is going to try and turn broadside to get all of his guns on target to smoke shoot these guys. And yep, see? There he goes. Now German torps are very fast, so this is a good deal for me, because he's going right into them. They also have very fast reload, but they don't do much damage. The thing here I want to do is I want to cause a flooding. If I cause a flooding to him, then they can light him on fire and give some permanent fires. And I think I hit 2 of them on this. 3 of them, okay. See? That's pretty good. Even for low damage German torps. And notice that my smoke has gone away. You can't see the chat, but I've been giving them a countdown on how long the smoke has lasted. The Miyoko, as you can see, has gotten into cover. The Helena has not. And as you can see over here, they're just doing the doom ball over there, trying to get into the cover that isn't there because they decided to go C. Right there we see the Gallant coming in, and the Amagi. I shoot the Amagi, actually. I'm not sure why it has the Gallant targeted. But yep, I expect the Amagi to turn in, so I want to get torps on him. And the Gallant's going to be coming in soon too, which means I'm going to be detected, and that is about 3 battleships, a cruiser, and a destroyer versus us, so I would rather not have to deal with that. And I think that Amagi's going to die via fire. Yes, it is. So my torps did their job. And the torps are, of course, not going to hit over there. They're still doing their ball thing. So right here, I try and get some additional torps on the Amagi. I'm not sure if I actually do or not. I think I might. Oh, no. No, I don't. I remember at this time I just try and get into cover, because notice how he's inside my detection range. If he gets line of sight on me, I'll be seen and they'll know where I am, and I don't want to give them that information. As a DD, your presence is as much a threat as your torps or any of your weapons. If they don't know where you are, then you can't advance as easily as they could. And now that they're there, I try and get a little more damage onto the Amagi. Actually, it's the Gallant I'm trying to get damage on. You can farm damage on battleships as a DD, but it's not very effective usually, just because a ship can operate as effectively as it can at 0 health as it does at max health. So that's why as a DD you want to kill the other DDs, because they're easier to kill, and their absence from the game is a huge impact. Right here I'm waiting to go dark. Luckily that New Mexico can't shoot. I tried to fire preemptive torps at the Amagi, but he actually turned away again, so sad for me. And right here, I'm undetected again, so I'm still scouting. And see, one of the battleships died. Those two, I don't know what they're doing in there. And the cruiser's right there, so they literally haven't done anything this entire game pretty much. They've maybe destroyed this cruiser right here. That's about it. And that is why going to sea is a bad idea. And there's some smoke there. That is the Gallant, I believe. So at this point, we're kind of wallowing here. We already have this cap. We can wait for him to advance. So what me and this Miyoko... No, it's Helena. The Miyoko died. What me and this Helena are going to do is we're going to try and take B. Because once again, I'm the only DD left on my team. And these guys are going to get nice and murdered. And those two have been sitting behind that island the whole game, so they haven't really done much either. Now, as I said, as a DD, your threat is just as significant as your actual weapons. So now that I've left, hopefully they'll still think I'm in there, and they'll be a little less likely to move up. Alright, so the Helena and I are going into B, and this is about to get interesting. Now the Helena's going to get murdered pretty quickly because it's a Helena. But this turns into one of those very special situations. It's not going to be quite a Kraken, but a lot of stars are going to line up and make this really interesting at the end. Now, I mentioned before that this shows the strengths and weaknesses of German BBs. Or DDs, rather. Low smoke is a weakness, but what are the strengths? Torp reload. Now see, I shouldn't have dropped right here because that spotter plane is right there, so now he sees my torps and that Amagi knows they're coming. So naturally I smoke up, so he can't shoot me because, as I said, Amagi has a ton of guns, 410's hurt, even with overpins. So he's going to turn in like that. I'm just going to farm damage from him because there's not really much else to do. We are still taking the cap, so we are making progress. I'm just trying to skim a little off the top. Unfortunately, the corrupt value on the T-61 shells are pretty bad, so the pin doesn't especially work well. Though I am getting a couple of superstructure hits. Yep, so they've all died over there. So now we have the two BBs and me. Now the spotter plane has just gone back. And my torps are 10 seconds away from reloading. The kid's right there. He can outgun me. Almost anything can at this as a German BB. And the T-61 isn't especially tanky. Yep, so I'm going to fire again. He sees me now. Now once again, 1 minute 4 second reload. Kid's right there. The Richelieu and the Gneisenau are right there. The Richelieu's on low health. This will once again be important. The torps are out. He can see that. The kid is focused on the Bismarck instead of me, which is a very bad move. Right there, the Gallant. Yeah, 707 HP. Even with the HE on a German destroyer, you can kill that. So we are going to turn around. All my torps missed because of course they did. The Gallant's shooting at me. Luckily I didn't take much from that Moggy. And right here, you can see that there's 3 battleships and a kid right there. But right now I'm blocking off their line of fire with this island. Right here. They won't be able to shoot me through it. Now we'll go back to normal speed. Here come the Gallant's torpedoes. That's why I actually just popped Hydro Search right here so I could see them coming. Because if a DD's broadside like that, you know they're coming. And my torps are 11 seconds away from reload. If they were any slower, I wouldn't have been able to kill a Samaki. So, we take out the Gallant. In a minute. Ouch. And then the torps reload just in time to put all of these in the Amaki. And that's 1 double strike. And notice that they're still over there trying to pick on the Fuso. And they can't shoot me through the island. There we go. I'm not detected anymore. So now, since I'm the only person left, then I'm going to go take C. Because I can't outgun these guys. That's an Algier, that's a kid, those 2 BBs, there's that BB right there about to take that. So this is a loss. I'm not going to be able to solo warrior this, not as a tier 6 and a tier 8 game, that's ridiculous. So I'm going to try and get as many points as I possibly can. And a lot of lines are going to actually line up for me. That was a horrible sentence. A lot of more stars are going to line up for me. I already got 1 double strike this game. I would get 2. So the Richelieu is currently burning, but now he's going to repair. But the important thing is that he just used his damage repair to put out that fire. So we put out some torps, and be very careful with my aim and wait for that plane to go away. Preemptive, slightly before, and then I get the hell out of here, because this island right here will block their fire. And now little do I know they actually do have something in C, and you're about to see it right now. You should probably do that a little more often. Right there, the shores, and somehow it survived with 82 health. Alright. And now, he may have missed it. I can't seem to free scroll, it's fine. We also got a torp hit on that Richelieu. And that Richelieu had just blew his damage control. And that's a flooding. Right over there. So we just killed the shores, and we killed the Richelieu by flooding for a 2nd double strike. And now we're going to speed up a little bit. I get to C and I take it. Now the only unfortunate thing we get on this is the Algier is right there. Now I can't really fire because he's a full health Algier, he's going to kill me. Now the fortunate thing is that they had a 2nd Richelieu. And French BBs are fast. And sadly I didn't know that at the time because I haven't really gotten any further than the Bretagne and the French line. So I actually underestimated how close that Richelieu could get in the amount of time that it took me to take this cap. So I do take the cap and put some torps out, but sadly he gets around the island quicker than I can do the smoke, and I die.